Set in the small town of Salford, Massachusetts, Elizabeth McCracken's novel Bowlaway, 2019, narrates the tale of a candlepin bowling alley and the eccentric New England family spanning 3 generations, whose lives revolve around it. The book became a national bestseller and earned a place on numerous best-of lists for 2019, including Entertainment Weekly, The Washington Post, Huffington Post, Publishers Weekly, and O. The story commences with the sudden appearance of Bertha Truitt in Salford Cemetery, where Jo Ware discovers her near an obelisk. Initially presumed dead, Bertha's revival is confirmed by Dr. Leviticus Sprague. Holding a candlepin, a bowling ball, and a considerable amount of gold, Bertha embarks on a mission to establish a candlepin bowling alley, named Truitt's Alley. Jo is appointed as the manager, and Jephta Arison, recovering from a recent suicide attempt, becomes the chief pinsetter. Bertha marries Leviticus, who, despite his aversion to the bowling alley, shares a daughter, Minna, with her. After Bertha's demise in a molasses plant explosion, Leviticus, aiming to preserve her memory, sends Minna away and resides above the bowling alley with a Bertha effigy. Tragedy strikes again when Leviticus spontaneously combusts. Bertha's self-proclaimed son, Nahum Truitt, assumes control of the bowling alley, banning women from bowling. Louetta Mood defies the ban, leading to a one-on-one contest for ownership, won by Nahum. Following conflicts, Nahum disappears after arguing with Jo. Returning later with Minna's former nanny, Margaret, as his wife, Nahum settles into Jo's apartment, and Margaret gives birth to 2 sons. Nahum eventually confesses to Margaret that he was Bertha's first husband and leaves town. Margaret raises the sons alone. Arch becomes rowdy, and Roy, resembling Leviticus, remains studious. During the war, Arch fights, while Roy helps Margaret at the alley and falls for pinsetter Betty Cracker Graham. Margaret, disapproving, injures Roy with a bowling ball. Roy leaves, Arch marries Cracker, and Roy seeks Minna's help in New York. Arch's struggles with alcoholism and infidelity strain his marriage. Cracker kicks him out, and Arch joins Roy in New York, leading them to open their own candlepin bowling alley. In Salford, Cracker and Margaret run Truitt's Alley. Margaret's dementia prompts Cracker to call Arch back. Arch and Cracker reconcile, but Arch's discovery of Bertha's will, bequeathing the alley to Jo Ware, strains their relationship. Margaret's mysterious disappearance intensifies Arch's drinking, culminating in his murder at the hands of a patron at the bowling alley. The police discover Margaret's body on the roof. Before dying, Arch informs Roy of the will, and Roy, now aware of Jo's ownership, approaches him. Jo, now affluent and detached from bowling, agrees to visit before the alley's demolition. Roy seeks the combination to Bertha's safe, revealing her hidden gold. Jo declines the offer, and the gold is given to Cracker. Jo takes only the effigy of Bertha as a memento from Truitt's Alley. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.